saw a noble holy man through Michael's tower atop the tall. He showed me such shamanic plans, translucently from way beyond the door. Just as a true brave is a chief, the light have their own motif, he sang. Of course, what's really beyond belief is despite their many and varied beliefs, not one of them really believes they believe. And that's where we have to have the first look. Okay. If one wishes to learn how to fly, they must first be grounded. As we landed at Wick Hollow, my nerves were bent. His lesson was how language could fly, both off the page and to the ear. Well heard then, the word is infernally blurred. It's internally skewed, but in turn is eternally loud. And floating above, beyond, across, is something sadly lost, not a free-fall drop in the ocean of plot. Only co-sense, only co-sense can co-pilot quiet compliance to coping, collective, cooperative, conscious. Not the conscience of conscience, but the upwards of upwards. Appearing once again, my guide, invoked to me mind chemistry, such as to summon up. Such as to summon up the silver tongue and the blarney stone. Just going to have a look at it. Okay. He stood by me now as electrical, and forthwith shape-shifted into a fixie. To see from above with detachment is first to sight from below. What's directly around you should astound you, outside your insides. He piped, annexed the holy thought. I've drunk Willy Wonka's lifting drink in dreams, straight up. I've sat up in my body, half grounded, half missed the astral plane. But I'll fly a prescription and outrageous discrimination. I've seen his outrage lift. I've seen his outrage lift as clouds disseminate with blue sky thinking. I've felt her tiniest footfall brush, flick, windswept, such flyaway hair. I've known our love to elevate, such that it emanates around, between. I turned to the Mahatma, as he now appeared before me. My Ether Guru smiled without moving his face. Take me to the next level, I inquired, but realized here we were. We stargated into the portal to receive the law of language elevated by subtlety. The Kunanun curs, those most hellish hounds, appear at first to fly Valkyrie-like. In stealth and ravaging lurch, they savage and scavenge for wounds, each on opposite battlefields, purest unalike. But both Gwynapne's sanguineous pack of work and Odin's noble soldier slakers twixt otherhoods soar and swoop, detect, select, glide, quite alike. Now Black Hawk stood before me, imploring me under his wing. Perched we were on Gog and Magog in turn. Up with the lark, lucid dreaming. Vision came upon me, projected on the wing of my flight attendant. It was suggested there'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. There'll be dragons in Elhounds or Glastonbury Tor, where a man can emerge phoenix-like at winter solstice. A Sumerian becoming a Phoenician. Each is flying both from and to the holy Apple Isle, landed here, where bards trade and perform before the finest fellow bards. Artists, musicians, magicians, healers, actors, and dancers. Just then, as I scried, I espied my companion and muse. Was no man at all, and revealed the true ID of this paraglider was none other than Bard.avi, who sighed the sylph, but once sylvan and silver and sylphine, like Modron and Morgan and Magdalene, the maiden, the woman, the crone, but the daughter, lover, and mother. And here, on her mound, I felt at one with the earth and the world, rose again from her womb to hear her symphonize. A bard must take wing. They must thrust with sheer guts and lift with selfless soliloquy. Float over hopeless with hopeful Moseusts. Soar with something. Soar with inspired integrity. And beat their metaphorical wings with flatful intensity, casting their words to the heavens to boost. The air of their carefully pared down panache, forsooth, seeking proof of what appears to hover over us, not clouded or blurred, till what's onerous is feathered to no more than at last. We circled now between the white and red springs and came to rest at Chalice Well. My guardian angel, though nowhere to be seen, was right beside me all the while. Her presence felt, her voice in my head simply said, there are many flight paths to the same knowledge. Flight is merely a launch without a path. In order to achieve flight, the bird, the bard even, must consider the properties of their words. Levels of thrust and application. The balance of lift and drag. Their plan form, both aspect ratio and wing loading. That they may ascend to descend, sideslip and whiffle till all their apparel is knitted together by the barbules of a feather. Fleeting in a flight path over the levels. Sorry, can I get a bit of water? Fleeting in a flight path over the levels, rushing across airways and riding airwaves. We saw Wells and Cheddar, Pilton and Ever, Cadbury, Dundon and Boroughbridge. What does man want from flight? But to see and be above. Coarsening nature's plight evolves and disinvolves us. The forceful might wills his will, said the goddess Sprite. This has always been felt around Glastonbury, since Innis Witchery and the fair Avalon of Albion. Then, to our great delight, we saw something more. Look to the skies. A murmuration of starlings fell out of the sky at Coatsby and murmur no more. Volcanic ash clouds prevented the takeoff of all flights by a blood-red sunset threatening something more. Don't tell the bees, their number is in serious decline. And I've lost my phone. Workers and drones swarm to the queen till more becomes less. Jenny Wren, the king of birds, perched on golden eagle's wings, once above the highest clouds, flew higher than the weary one. Will we as one nation take flight to emerge phoenix-like again on the other side of what the Mayans described and prophesied? I check the pilot light, still burns, but shines in our eyes. Yet yes, we can still be ski jumpers, free fallers, street surfers, base jumpers, free runners, high divers, trapeze artists, wire walkers, glider pilots. But man has gone beyond the sky, infiltrated the atmosphere, and wished upon a star to be his earth. So I looked again to the birds for some words which would inspire insight. Herons clutch a stone in their claw to prevent them when dropping off from plummeting. Hummingbirds hang, half hiding magnificent industry through seemingly effortless stillness. Hawks pierce with all-seeing eyes, but only strike when the time is right. Alone again, atop the tall, I realise now what I've always known. And if Bard lets fly, we could take flight or get information. Thank you.